Hey guys, what's going on? Sorry this is so last minute. Was gone away for this weekend and was running keys to try and get gear up. So I'm a little bit late in terms of this prep, but this will be out for tonight. So this will be broken apart into 3 chapters. It'll be the second last boss, whatever this guy's name is, and then the first 2 bosses that we'll be doing. So that'll be the first boss and then the canister boss. I think the canister one's called Soulbinder. And so we're going to break these down really quick. I'll chapters them below so we can reference these right before we pull during raid as well tonight. Watch Banter's POV for all 3. We're pretty much copying the same strats, and I just want to go over to make sure we've seen everything. And so I'll sort of do this probably a little bit of a faster pace, maybe 1.5 times speed, just so we get an idea of what's going on. So in P1 here, same as normal, we will be taking bow soaks, and then the tanks will do their frontals. Claws just really go out. Our goal will be to do the first set back right, second set back left, but you can just sort of get out, and then we just move the boss forward towards the middle of the room here. We will then plant here, and we will do the next 2 again, the tank combo plus the 2 soaks. Really shouldn't be that scary. This part will all be on main, or I guess all 3 of these will all be on mains, so none of this should be really scary for us. It's just dodging beams coming out from the sides. If one comes through the group, you have to move out like so, and then you're stacking up. Claws again, back, and so forth. And I think we do 1 more set after this, but not that scary and not that difficult overall. Now we're in P2, so we'll start on the opposite side of the room, right, based on where we were walking to. These circles go in behind. The main thing that I'll call for you to check out is make sure you know which way the beams are going. So this one, they point the dragon's frontal towards triangle, but these lines will show you where the beams are going and where you have to place yourself where you won't get hit. Getting hit by 1 is not a guaranteed death, but it's just easier to play to not get hit. We'll then split sides. We'll probably just have it do odds and evens and split the groups natty. The main thing to kill on this is not the mini boss. It is the Titan. That is the one that Banchers is targeting here. It's the big ass guy. He's the one who has a self-destruct timer. You can see it there on the bigwigs right here. I don't know if the cast is this or the full whatever, but let's just say if this gets to 0, you die. He casts self-destruct. Looks like they evened out their damage, so we won't even see it. We should be on the same track with this, as we should be a little bit higher eye level. So it should be pretty easy, but you got to beat that self-destruct timer. We're back. We're blasting. I do not believe this is an LMP fight. We will see in a second. I don't see his lust debuff here, so I think they did hold for their kill. We will do the same thing. You will put these all on the back, just spread out, same as Razageth. Get lines out as far as you can. It's just sort of a natty spread, and then you're going to look at where these beams are spawning, so he's assessing where he's going to stand, and nice and safe here. And so we're hitting intermission here. This is Lust, and looks like it's at about the 430 mark, which is not great, but this is the damage amp, so this is when we will be lusting. So probably hold at the beginning of this phase at 4 minutes for CDs for this guy here. You'll just notice we're just burning the shit out of the dragon, right? More damage you do dragon, the better. Last healthy has in P3. Main thing we need to go over here is P3, which is coming up right here. And this is something that I really don't want you guys to mess up. So when these circles come out, I'm actually, sorry, this was a little fast. We're going to slow this down. The first set of circles that come out, always, the first 3 go on range players. The second set go on melee players. We will have our marker set up the same as this. So the first 3 that come out are for range players, and they will be going on... I don't know why they moved their blue mark again, but blue mark should be here. They will be going on the green, blue, purple side mark of the platform. The 3 range players will always play this side, right? They come out first, bang, and then the second set after that is melee players. Bang, and they will go on the 3 that are on this side here, the moon side that you see in the corner. The reason for this is then all our circles will be rotating the same way, and it will give us a nice little walkthrough. So bang, we spawn the circles, and now we're going to do the Kurog lines. So the way we do this is we're just going to meet right in front, and we just walk forward with all of them. We do this for, I believe, we run through in the 4th hit. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And after the 4th hit, we will then run into the middle here, and we will be completely safe. All right, and we do that for every set. And then the star killers, you just go out and hit an orb. Just aim at it. It's not difficult. Doesn't matter which ones you do or do not hit. It's just important to hit some. They do a lot of damage. It is scary. We have 2 sets, so we can kill all 6 here to start. And then we will rinse and repeat the same thing again. These star killers are what is scary in this phase. It is the big Boomba explode. So do watch your DRs and your health here. So range will be on square side here. And then melee will be on the star side over here. Looks like melee includes Augs and stuff, so just be wary of that. They will spawn. Bang. We will then meet right at the apex. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and through. All right, that's it. And we're just going to rinse and repeat this until we're out. So you'll notice there's one ball left over here that's going to be going around. It cannot be destroyed, as we see. The main thing is not to get hit. We still go to our regular place marks. This one lined up for them. I don't know if ours will do the same or not, but we will continue our strat of going through. The main thing will just be a little bit of personal responsibility in case that loose one sort of causes something that's issue-wise, but shouldn't, okay? So that's this boss, mainly phase 1, 2, 3, 4 through, and that's all there is to go over for that one. Next boss. So this will be the first boss of Mythic. Pretty simple, all things included. I will link the raid plan that I have right here in terms of different stars. So the main thing in intermission is there's going to be 2 ads we have to kill. Raid plan will show you each intermission. This path that you see here is always set and the same. So you should have an idea, like these are big circles, right? These are the spinning lines and these are the ads. So you should already be able to make a plan in terms of where we will be going. And we can go over that here. We do this the same way we did Mythic, and the way is that there's going to be a straight line of pools on the left, like so. Here we can speed this up right here. And the bombas, tanks should know which ones they're doing in what order. And then we go through the shield. This comes through. We go through it. Not all at once, right? So we're just gonna, there's no set order, just work your way through, range play farther back, melee play a little bit closer. That's it, right? When this goes through, you'll see it cleared all the puddles on the left. That's great. We just continue dropping left and dropping right. Cleared the one on the back right as well. Soaks is a double soak again. So if you're dropping your pools, you would then be in the second soak, right? Because you're gonna be too far. So first group will soak, second group will soak. Maybe we do odds and evens. I'm not too sure. I guess we just do odds and evens. It's probably easiest. If you get the pools, you're sort of just inconsequential. Sometimes you can get both. If you can do both, like if you're a warlock, that's great. If not, I don't think we need to stress about it all that much. Now we're hitting intermission. You'll see there's an ad here. The ads are grippable, so we will be using our DK buffs, raid buffs, and we will just be gripping them over and blowing them up before we move on the first set. You will then run through to the end, and you will be going through the wall and nuking the boss. Same as Heroic, not much different here. DPS check, healing check, all that stuff. It rots pretty hard. I believe the wall only does come through once, though, so you don't have to worry about going through it again. And we break. Pretty simple. We're doing the same thing. Left side, soak, out. Left side. Bomba. And the wall is coming. We wall through, clears puddles, we go back left. Yep. Bang, bang. He takes a double. See, he's crazy like that. And that's it. And then you have a tank bomb, and then we're going to go into intermission again. Okay, so this intermission, which is second set, we're going to be hugging left side here. So first set, we really just grouped him up here and killed them and then walked left. Second side, we will also group left and walk together, and they will be grouped in the middle. I'm not sure if we can see how they get grouped in the middle. Let's see if we can see it here. What was that? Is it a grip or is it a boot? Or is it both? Is that a DK or something? Somehow it gets gripped to the middle. We'll take that as maybe a blood DK. Maybe we'll run blood DK on this fight. Get through, and we'll go through, and that's sort of it. Okay, and then we're just nuking again. We just group and nuke, group and nuke. We do left, we do middle, we go through, right, and then we're gonna have the third phase, just so we can see where we're pathing together. Third and last intermission. And we'll be doing the same. We grouped them right at the start here, which is fantastic. We nuke them down, and then we just walk around the maze together. It is a big maze, this one. You have to go back through. All right. This is like DRs, especially as we're moving. We'll definitely use movement here, all that good stuff. And then it's just nuking shield. If we kill the shield, then we kill the fight. All right, pretty simple. Not much that's different than heroic. The main thing that you can study for this one is the raid plan, which will be in the channel. Third and final thing is Soulbinder. So on Soulbinder, I have made a raid plan to show you which three, this being the boss, this being the entrance, which three we'll do in which order. And there's two differences in terms of the mythic mechanic on this fight. Fight is relatively the same, except when the canisters do spawn. Let me see if I can... Here, you'll notice they have a little rune going around them, and what that means is in order to break these ads free, one ball that comes off a player, so like 4 players get balls, or 3, something like that, 4 it looks like, one ball from these players has to hit one canister, and then it works the same as line and will allow you to break it. So both the line and the ball need to hit in order to break the canister. So you'll notice on this one they actually miss this set. So the 2 over here did not, or 2 on the right did not get it. The 1 on the left did. This guy got it on the left. His ball will hit and disappear, gets absorbed. These ones did not hit. And what that means is their phase blade did not get broken out, which is not great for intermission, just makes it a lot worse. So let's try and do this fight properly. Second mechanic is this knockback. When you get knocked back, where you land, you will drop a poop. So the main thing is we have to group up and get knocked together, and we will do that for each set. And then other than that, it's just go to the proper places. And so I'll call where you're getting knocked back to, where you're going, so you can sort of memorize this fight based on the raid plan. You just need to make sure that if you get picked, one ball needs to hit, everyone else is dodging, and it's just natty after that. If we do have any marks overhead, we are completely ignoring them. This fight is completely done natty. It's not a huge check. Like here, we're going to get knocked back, not directly to the middle, but from the canisters on the outside into the gate, and then we would... Some players gate, some players don't gate, right? Boss will take some time to follow. That is how the fight works. There's just lots of casting, right? Make sure you have a ball hit the canister, and then after this, a line has to hit the canister. After that, the ads do come out, and you can kill them. Other than that, not much different. You'll notice we went around the outside to hit 3, and then we come to the middle for the first set. On the second set, we start on the outside, but we end in the middle. So we do 1, and then we end up where we start. 1? Or... Yeah, I think we go back this way. No, I'm wrong. So we actually backtrack. So we'll do where we ended the last phase onto triangle into the middle. All of that's shown on the raid plan here. So set 2 is we're starting down here. 1, 2, 3. The main thing is we have to hit the phase blade. You can hit anyone outside of that. And then the last set, we start where we started. We're never coming back here. 1, 2, 3. And that's kind of it for the fight. I made notes on where to get knocked back to. If any were like scary or weird, the main thing will just be to group up and make sure we're getting knocked in the same direction. So I'll have a mark on my head and we'll do that. If you have any questions, anything else you've seen when looking at this fight, let us know in the channel and the thread here. Outside that, we'll see you guys for raid tonight. All right, good luck, and let's hope. I think we can get these 3. Should be a fun night.